welcome to Gainesville, Florida, and the swamp, where, as they like to say here, only the Gators come out alive. This place is cranked up and ready for a big game today. The Gators will kick this away to get us going. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will be the first up today. Here we go, Kirk. All the emotion in this stadium. Which side is going to handle that?
Chris, we had a chance to visit both these teams, and one of the things that we saw, the clock's ticking down all year for this game, this day. Now they get their chance.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for them. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And the Seminoles will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, good job here getting into the backfield and coming up with this sack here by the defensive line from the Florida Gators. And Chris, you think about Florida, you think about defensive linemen, you think about an incredible history and legacy that they've had over the years. Start with Javon Kearse, the freak, what he was able to do. And Kevin Carter, all the sacks he came up with. Dante Fowler, such speed off the edge. Even Derek Harvey, boy, he had an incredible year in 06 when the Gators won the national championship. And we're still seeing them dominate the line of scrimmage today.
Trying for a fourth down completion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. Wow, a great play on the interception, but that's going to be wiped out on a roughing the passer penalty. So 1st and 10, that's a costly mistake for the defense on 4th down. And now another deep ball here. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again. Somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Looking downfield, it's Glenn. Tries the right with a quick throw. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. And we're such a dangerous wide receiver on the field here. Puts a lot of stress in the secondary. This strong safety, Kirk, maybe not necessarily built as a great coverage guy, who's going to have to be big today.
Yeah, he really is, Chris. He's known for his physicality. This safety's going to have to do a good job of cleaning up tackles, but also being an extra guy to play keep away. He's good at doing both, but this receiver has great ball skills and the ability to break away with speed. Going to be a unique match.
Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Looks like the defense has it.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Outstanding field position to begin this drive. The shotgun running play call. Plays bottled up, and the football is loose. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we could hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carriers, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
The Florida offense retakes the field. They moved it well last time. Got across the 50, but then fumbled the football away. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off.
Well, the defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Scanning the field. It's Lagway. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's looking to scramble. Gets into space at the 50. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Eludes the rush. Broke one tackle but couldn't escape. Dropped for a sack. The Gators will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught quickly. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And He'll drop back here on third down. He cannot escape. Defense with a sack.
Now they put that nickel defense, and I think that's the right call. You get more speed to be able to cover with those 5 defensive backs. It also allows that defensive line with that good coverage to get after the quarterback, as we see here.
And the punt will land in the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Here comes the shovel pass. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
But good job with the offensive line giving his quarterback time to throw. And you can see the damage he can do to you when he does have time. A great throw and something you just kind of expect in Tallahassee. A quarterback that can make throws like this.
And looking to throw now on first down. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Here's the second down play. To throw, it's Glenn. He's going to take another shot right here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Can he take it all the way? Inside the 40. Oh, the ball's knocked loose. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
Chris, have you ever seen a play where you have 2 turnovers on one play? Great job with the interception. The defense has the ball, only to try to make too much happen. The ball's on the ground, and then the offense gets the ball back.
Looking for a deep completion. They can't stop him. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Tackle, but first down.
My gosh, this receiver is outstanding. A huge play for this Florida State offense. And I tell you, you and I have been coming into Tallahassee a long time. We've seen some great receivers. Guys like Johnny Wilson most recently.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Going the other way, can they catch him? The 40. Steps out of bounds after a huge gain on the play, but it was a flag down, so we'll have to check that out. Can you believe this? Instead of an interception, it's a first down. Roughing the passer is the call. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Lets it go quickly. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. A solid return to set up his offense.
Chris, he's just trying to find the hole in his own coverage. But, as you know, those windows can open and close pretty quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So the timing's got to be just right, or you're going to see an interception like this.
Bought some time, now lets it go. And it's picked off, threw it across his body, and paid the price.
Intercepted by Florida State. And they'll take over first and 10.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Caught on the outside, it's Toafili. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Chris, how about the big 300-pound defensive lineman getting his paw on that football and bringing it in for an interception?
And they'll use the ground game here. Brought down that crosses midfield to the 46.
Boy, nice first down here by this running back, and what he's doing today makes me reflect on some of the great backs that they've had over the years in Gainesville. Emmitt Smith, arguably one of the best backs, if not the best back in the history of the game. Dameon Pierce more recently, but even guys like Eric Rhett and Fred Taylor, just really talented running backs with the ability to take it to the house.
He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Getting set for the second quarter here. Both offenses searching for a spark. They didn't do much in the first quarter at all. As we get lined up here for quarter number 2, we'll see if the offenses can get going. They didn't do much in the opening quarter. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a first and goal. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back. It's Lagway. Looking to scramble. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Now, Kirk, how important is that to get off to a positive start to draw first blood in a rivalry game like this?
Well, Chris, as you know, in a rivalry game, there's so much emotion. So to be able to put a touchdown on the board first just sets the tone for a big day.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Bringing it out, it's Williams. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. The pass rush closing in. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, that's a great job by this defense at getting pressure with only 3 pass rushers. That leaves 8 back in coverage. It makes it very difficult to find an open man. But, boy, you'll play that.
And here comes a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
You know, they don't hit this downfield, but it gives you an idea of how much pressure this quarterback can put on this defense. They've got to cover all these receivers, worry about the running game, try to pressure the quarterback, and then deal with him when he breaks out and scrambles like that.
And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Great move there. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Gators. They're setting out to try the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's when the offense will take over. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back and do a pick 6 in the last possession. On first down, it's play action. And the freshman able to get home with the sack.
Boy, risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
And looking for a big play here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
The Gators offense retakes the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. On the run here. Lets it go. Short pass, finds the tight end. Makes the defender miss. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
Quick throw over the middle. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He lets it go on the move. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. At the 20, past the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. No chance to catch him.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Lining up to try the extra point. PAT is good. They still trail, though.
That makes the score Florida.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Bringing it out, it's Hawkins. And he stopped at the 20, tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He's on the run, launches deep. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Well, it looks like somebody did a great job of preparing himself to get ready for this football game. It's his 2nd interception in this game so far. Obviously reviewed the tape, is locked in on his fundamentals. That's a big-time player making big-time plays.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
The Florida offense retakes the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Look out, he's got some space. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. That is a clear no-no. Illegal forward pass cost him 5 yards. Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back. It's Lagway. And they heave it deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Florida. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building a lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
Now the kicking team has called for a deep. For the kickoff. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Gonna run it. It's Toafili. We're able to tackle the ball carrier there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Now it's second down here. From the shotgun, drops back. He's looking deep here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Bringing pressure. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And it's caught inside the 10. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
Well, this is what you would call a three-down back. Running backs that can run between the tackles. They can get outside. And they can also catch the ball out of the backfield. Here they have the benefit of having one of those kind of backs that can not just catch the ball, but once he gets his hands on the ball, he's got enough.
Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Knowles.
Chris, we're still early in this football game. We're in the second quarter. It's a critical touchdown to get their confidence to believe that they can come back and still win this game.
PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away.
21, Florida State, 14.
Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. The Gators offense retakes the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike. A one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Trying to create here on the move. Another interception. Wow, that's his fourth tonight. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, my gosh. At this point, this offensive coordinator has to consider going to the backup. This defense is baiting him into coverage, and he continues to throw these interceptions.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. And remember, the last time these teams met, it came right down to the wire.
Well, Chris, there's so many great rivalry games that we all look forward to every single year. But with these two teams, it just always seems to be a tight matchup.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. There's another interception. We're losing track. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this offense plays this. They try to get some more points for the half or play it more conservatively. And that's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
He's escaping the pocket now. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, I feel like the quarterback just stared down his intended target, brought that safety who's sitting back in cover 2 right over to make that interception. I'm putting that one on the quarterback.
So they'll start this drive here with less than a minute remaining on the 1st half clock. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the move, looking deep. Big gain. Catch made at the 30. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
Oh, he missed it. It's no good, and they still trail by a point. Fielded in the end zone. It's Wilson. And he's brought down at the 16. He's been better off leading it in the end zone for a touchback. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And here's the handoff. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking downfield. It's Lagway. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
I love how this quarterback, Chris, is able to keep this play alive by scrambling away from that pressure, getting to his left, buying some time, just unable to connect it to his receiver downfield.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The ball is loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
All right, gentlemen. Seldom do the rational turn irrational the way they do when these two teams and fan bases get together in the Sunshine Showdown. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Florida State and Florida plays out.
The Seminoles will kick this away to start the second half. Bringing it out. It's Hawkins. Makes it to the 16.
Out to the 16.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. First down here for this offense. Back to pass. It's Lagway. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He'll throw it now. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. That'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance.
On the run here, taking a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. The Gators moving quickly down the field here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to throw again. Moves left out of the pocket. Going to try to use his leg. It's a fumble. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
And it's incomplete. He was looking for the end zone. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Trying to extend the play. Gets rid of it on the move. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need less than a yard for a 1st down. They'll go for it on 4th.
Here we go.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He'll try a pass here. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. Drive stays alive. Touchdown, Gators. This offense really clicking.
That's what I love about this running back is he's so dangerous after the catch. You know, you look at him, you think about the ability to run between tackles or even bounce it outside, and that's great. But what makes him really one of the more dangerous backs in the country is this right here. Catch the ball in the backfield, make people miss, and take it into the end zone.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. PAT makes it an 8-point game.